Now available in paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Given to temptation, pick up this action-packed African-American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today. Over the weekend, Kanye West announced he was running for the presidency of the United States. And while I find his announcement to be quite laughable, I find it also to be quite troubling as well. Now, the President of the United States is a reflection of we the people, because we the people are the ones who vote for our president to lead the country and set a direction for it. And in 2016, we the people made an extremely poor decision when we elected Donald Trump to become the 45th President of the United States. Now, the big problem with our country is, as I see it, we the people, because we the people have a problem in understanding what qualifies someone to be a leader. And it's clear to me that your Kanye West is not someone anyone would consider being qualified for a leadership role, the same way I would not consider your Donald Trump to be qualified for being a leader as related to running this country. And what disqualifies both of those men for being in a position like President of the United States is the fact that neither one of these men have any sort of experience in public administration, and neither one of these men have any sort of understanding of the numerous soft skills a president really needs, like diplomacy, tact, and direct communication. And when I look at your Kanye West, he is far less qualified than your Donald Trump. And your Kanye West, yes, he's good at entertaining people, but your Kanye West is not someone who I would want to be running the United States, because your Kanye West, yes, he can entertain you and make all sorts of statements that get people talking, but he is not good at being able to lead the most powerful country in as related to being the leader of the free world. Because your Kanye West, he's good at going out here and making statements like he's Yeezy and all this other stuff, but he has no vision for where he wants to take the country in the next 4 years. So when I look at your Kanye West, I see him in the same way I see your Donald Trump, another man who had no vision for where he wanted to take the country in the next 4 years, and so one person who does not have an ability to set a direction for where he wants to go 4 years from now. Moreover, your Kanye West does not have the diplomatic skills in order to build bridges with people in the Senate and the House and get them to see his vision, nor does he have the ability to get people together as related to going out here and seeing where he wants to go in 4 years. When I look at your Kanye West decision to run for president, it looks like something he's doing based on his emotions and not something where he's thinking critically about it or looking to set forth his vision, again, where he wants to take the country or what type of agenda he wants to plan to take us towards that vision. So, like your Donald Trump, your Kanye West is another one of these celebrities who thinks that because he's popular, he should run for office. But we see the grave mistake that America made when they went out here and voted for Donald Trump and elected him the President of the United States based on his popularity as a celebrity. But this celebrity had no leadership skills. This celebrity had no diplomatic skills, and this celebrity had no real direction, and he had no real agenda. So when I look at people talking about we want to go out here and push a Kanye West for president, it's just as laughable as the Trump campaign. But what's really troubling about your Kanye West is that he would get supporters the same way your Donald Trump got supporters, because people were looking to support someone not based on their vision for the country or their agenda for where they want to set the goals to take the country, but it's running based on this guy's popularity and based on people's feelings about a celebrity. And that just shows how messed up we the people have become, because we the people, we really, as I see it, are the big problem as related to our last couple of presidents. We're not really thinking critically about who we pick to be our president. We're just going on emotions. We're going on slogans like hope and change that don't deliver any hope and change, or campaigns to make America great again without a great agenda towards moving the country forward and letting people know the honest sacrifices they're going to make in order to achieve greatness, and setting forth an agenda where people can see a measure of standards, where we can see where we're going to go and how we're going to get there. And that's again the troubling thing about guys like Kanye West, who have no credibility whatsoever announcing these campaigns, is that we don't have any sort of pushback as related to the American people, where people go out here and say, look, we should not even consider this individual for the presidency, because considering this individual for a office as important as running the executive branch of the United States, this person should be considered based on their meritorious qualifications, not based on their so-called popularity and people's so-called feelings about this individual. Unfortunately, because America is a country that has a majority female population of voters, many of those people, like your Donald Trump and your Kanye West, pander to the woman's emotions, and they do that because they know that women are emotional, and with them being a majority of the voters, all they have to do is be this handsome, popular, rich person, and they don't have to present any sort of substance. All they have to do is be flashy enough to get her attention, and she'll vote for them and their slogans without ever asking any sort of substantive questions as to how they plan to set an agenda for the vision they have for this country, or how they hope to achieve those goals, or how they hope to go and work with the Congress, whether it be either party or whether it be those on the right or those on the left, towards achieving a goal of improving the quality of life for all Americans. Because as I see it, when you have celebrities out here making these campaigns, it really does not help the American people, but it shows how out of touch the American people are with themselves, and how they have not taken a minute to examine themselves and say that our president is a reflection of us, and if our president is someone like a Donald Trump, who is brash, loud, obnoxious, and really he just does not fit a diplomatic image of that presents a positive image of Americans. He presents the worst image of Americans, but the American people don't see what is being reflected to the world. And we would get the same thing reflected to us in a Kanye West, but in a different color. So I'm looking at the American people and saying, you really need to start thinking about who you have out here representing the country, because what's representing the country is reflecting badly on you, and it reflects badly because it shows that we the people aren't good at making choices as related to leadership, and we the people really aren't taking leadership seriously, because I believe in many cases we the people take our lives for granted the same way Roman citizens took their lives for granted. And that's why America is in a state of decline, and America isn't headed towards anywhere near the greatness your Donald Trump proposed in his slogan, Make America Great Again, a campaign based on emotion, not logic, and not based on anything as related to presenting a critical agenda as related to improving America over 4 years. When I look at Kanye West, I see another Donald Trump, and I see a big problem with America as related to celebrities. Most people want a celebrity president, but they don't understand celebrities are shallow, celebrities are flaky, and celebrities cannot lead anyone. Yes, they get lots of attention, but they don't really have any sort of idea on how to do things, and they don't have any understanding of how to serve people, because many of your celebrities are narcissistic. Many of them want to be served. They want to be worshipped. They want to be idolized, and they don't see themselves as being in service to others. They see themselves as being the ones that everybody needs to look up to, and they don't feel any sense of responsibility to other people. It's all about what they can get, not about what they can do for you. They really aren't, they're not fit for the role or the job of a president. And again, I look at we the people as part of the problem, because when you have guys like Kanye West running for president, it shows that the people who are the citizens of the country are the problem, and we the people really need to take a look at ourselves, because we're not making good choices as related to who represents us and who leads us, and all that is doing is leading to the country falling into a deeper and deeper ditch. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, and my Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. And if you want to try some of my SJS Direct publications, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.